Hijab ban, Halal ban, Azaan ban. Karnataka is less than 1 year away from assembly elections. Now we started off by showing you three images: Halal, Hijab and Azaan. There's one thread that connects them all, and that thread is polarization. Hello and welcome to Unfiltered, a brand new show dedicated to getting you all the buzz from South India. As the name suggests, it's going to be 100% completely unfiltered. So this week, what's the big talking point? We're going to be addressing the polarization politics in Karnataka. Now we're going to be talking about how polarization and communalization has become the number one talking point in Karnataka, and mind you, in a state that's never seen this kind of polarization or this kind of politics before. So how has it really seeped in? We'll be talking about that as well. It all started with the hijab controversy. Now in January 2022, we had protests breaking out in coastal Karnataka along Udupi when girls wanted to wear hijabs into their schools and were not allowed into the campuses. It became a huge talking point. You know all about it. Across the nation, there was a debate on this. It culminated, however, with the Karnataka High Court's order, which clearly stated that hijabs cannot be worn in school campuses. But the polarization in Karnataka didn't stop. The issue may have ended, but soon enough another was brought up. This time the issue of halal and demanding a ban on halal meat in Karnataka. A Hindu right-wing group called Jana Jagrati Samiti wanted to ban halal meat, and they've been putting out messages on social media, urging Hindus to boycott halal. It all started essentially ahead of Ugadi, which is Kannada New Year, when there is a practice of a certain section of Hindus who offer meat to the god. So then these fringe groups said you shouldn't offer halal meat, offer jhatka meat instead. And that's where this entire chorus of banning halal began. It led to situations like this. Halal is an Arabic word and it essentially means fit for consumption. It's an Islamic way of slaughtering animals. And Hindu groups came out to say that this is a form of slaughter that's fit for consumption and an offering made by Muslims to Allah, which is why they said it's not fit for Hindus to consume or offer to their God. And cue the communal politics. BJP's C.T. Ravi, who's known to make extremely controversial comments, also endorsed this, saying that halal is economic jihad. Now, while C.T. Ravi actually endorsed a halal ban, what did the Bombay government do? The state government actually said they'll look into this, but at the moment, there's no ruling, no order whatsoever that bans halal in Karnataka.
It is just now started. We have to study in entirety because there is nothing to do with some rules or nothing that. So it is a practice which was going on. Now serious objections have been raised regarding that. We will look into that.
As expected, it didn't just stop with hijab or halal. At the same time, when this entire halal controversy was doing the rounds, Muslim traders were not allowed to set up shop at Hindu fairs again during the time of Ugadi. Muslim traders were being banned essentially in Hindu temple fairs, but the BJP government responded to all of the criticism by arguing that it was the Congress that had stopped Muslim traders from being a part of these fairs. They pinned the blame on the previous Congress governments. But is that really the case? Some temple authorities in Karnataka who have been speaking out and going public stated that this is the first time that they're actually stopping Muslim traders, and it's because of pressure that they're facing from some groups. And let's get you the details of the latest controversy. Fringe groups now going after Azaan, saying that it should be banned. Why? Because they're saying that it's a public nuisance.
अवैध रूप से मस्जिद के ऊपर जो लाउड स्पीकर लगाया गया है उसको तुरंत हटाना है और जो भी लोग यह नियम का उल्लंघन करते हैं उसके ऊपर कठोर कार्रवाई हो.
Now let me just highlight here that there is a judicial order The court has mandated that loudspeakers are banned, not azan, but loudspeakers overall are banned because it creates a public nuisance, particularly in residential areas. What that means is all religious places, temples and mosques cannot go ahead with this practice of putting up loudspeakers and blaring any sort of religious slogan because it's a nuisance. But Hindu fringe groups have targeted the azan, saying ban that. The Karnataka government here has highlighted what the court has said. They're saying we will follow what the court has said, which means that no religious place will be allowed to put up loudspeakers. So it doesn't matter if it's a mosque, it doesn't matter if it's a temple, loudspeakers are simply not allowed. But the Congress here has claimed that the BJP is emboldening the fringe and that they're targeting the minorities in the state of Karnataka. Hijab, Halal, Azaan. What's very, very clear with 1 year to go for the Karnataka Assembly elections is that it's not going to stop at this. Believe it or not, the latest controversy is some fringe groups have gone public to say that Hindus shouldn't buy fruits. That's right, fruits from Muslim sellers or from Muslim vendors. And the reason that you're seeing this kind of a narrative right now in Karnataka, which as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, has never seen such brazen communal politics, is because of our political parties. They're further vitiating the atmosphere by making the most of what's happening right now in Karnataka, emboldening the fringe and then adding fuel to this raging fire. Every week, I will handpick issues, controversies, talking points from the states of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Keep your feedback coming in as well. Any issues that you'd like to share with us, let us know and we'll definitely talk about that.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.